Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're digging into a company called F9XR. They've got a pretty bold take, that most websites out there are actually liabilities, not assets. They say they don't just build websites, they engineer digital growth. So let's unpack what that actually means.
Right off the bat, the source material hits you with a really tough question, one that every business owner should think about. Is your website quietly losing you money, maybe every single hour? It's a huge claim, and it's really the core idea we're going to explore today.
And this right here is the fundamental difference they're talking about. You've got the site that just looks good on one side, pretty pixels, and on the other, you have a high-performance site that's actually engineered to drive results and make money. F9XR argues that confusing these two is a massive and very common business mistake.
This brings us to their central concept, the leaky website. Think of it like a leaky bucket. It's not about one single technical bug. It's about friction. When your site is slow, or impossible to find on Google, or just plain confusing to navigate, well, it doesn't just fail to attract customers, it actively pushes them away.
I mean, put yourself in your customer's shoes for a second. You search for something, you can't find the business on Google. Or maybe you do find it, you click, and the page is a total mess. What do? You're gone in seconds. That's the leak in action.
So how bad is this friction really? Is it a big deal? Well, the source gives us some numbers that are, frankly, pretty eye-opening. An 80% bounce rate. Let that sink in. That means 8 out of every 10 potential customers who land on your site are leaving almost immediately, all because they couldn't find you easily or the design was just confusing. That's a staggering loss of opportunity. And here's another huge one. 70% of visitors will bounce because of an outdated design or a bad mobile experience. I mean, in today's world, let's be real. If your site doesn't work perfectly on a phone, it might as well be invisible. Okay, so after laying out the problem so clearly, the source introduces the solution, F9XR. They call themselves architects of digital precision, and their whole mission is to bridge that gap between all the complicated tech stuff and a smooth, human-friendly experience.
Their whole solution really stands on 3 main pillars. First, it's performance first. We're talking lightning-fast, sub-second load times. Second, rock-solid security with things like encrypted backups. And third, this is interesting, niche AI logic, which means they build custom smart features for their clients.
But all that tech talk is great. But does it actually deliver results for a real business? Well, according to this testimonial, the answer is a big yes. They fixed a clinic's local SEO, and the result was, and I quote, incredible growth in just 3 weeks. And check this out, a 98% client retention rate. Now that's not just a vanity number. It tells you something really important. It shows they're not just a one-and-done contractor, they're acting as a long-term partner, focused on growing their clients' businesses. So how do they actually do it? How do they get these kinds of results? Well, it's not some random creative process. It's a systematic, engineered roadmap. Their process breaks down into 4 clear stages. It starts with discovery, where they do a deep dive to really understand the brand. Then comes architecture, where they design everything specifically for conversion. Next is execution, building it all with super clean code and AI. And finally, growth, where they launch and continually optimize for performance. And you can see how it all comes back to this idea of precision engineering. They're not just slapping together a pretty facade. They're building a high-performance machine where every single part has a specific job to do. This brings us to what might be the single most important idea in their entire philosophy. It's a complete shift in how you should think about your online presence. See, they don't build websites, they build digital assets. A website can be just a passive online brochure. But a digital asset, that's an active, lead-generating, trust-building machine that gives you a measurable return on your investment. It's something you own, you control, and its value actually grows over time. And they offer 2 really clear ways to get started. You've got the starter website, which is designed to plug all those leaks and give you a modern, SEO-ready foundation. Then there's the growth pack, and that's for businesses who are ready to stop just surviving and start really dominating their market. So the final question they leave us with is really a question for you. Take a hard look at your website. Is it an asset, actively growing your business day in and day out? Or is it a liability, silently draining your resources every single day?